like if you had $145,000 coming in with your Airbnbs, do you think that would would that make a big difference for you?
Oh yeah, of course, it would make a huge difference for me. I'm single. I don't have no kids, no nothing. So that and so I can use that to, make more for myself, and I'll take like vacations every single weekend. Like I'll go on a cruise one weekend. Next, I might be going to, Vegas.
Jade, Jade is like, dude, he's like, coach, like that would listen. I be on vacation. They won't find me. So wait, what about your job, Jaden? You got if you going on vacations all the time, what happens to the job?
Well, if I'm making that money, there's no reason to have the job I'm at right now. So, I mean,
So, all right, Jaden's thinking, all right, okay, Jaden, we're gonna get into some stuff. All right, Jaden, I get it. Antoine, what you laughing about, man?
Because I love it. I love it. Jaden says time to celebrate.
also, one question I had, like, when you started this Airbnb business, like, how long did it take until you really like blew up and like, was able to really make a living off of it?
Okay, so when I started, what was it, 2018, I believe it was. And in fact, I'll share my screen because I do have it up here, and I'll give you some idea. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, cool. So when you look, you go back, like my first year, I started was 2018. And in 2018, you said, how long did it take me to finally blow up? Like you can see, 2018, I only made $46,000 in 2018, right? But I was, I was in the real estate game, and I was, I had already. Well, when I say in the real estate game, like I already had, I think at that point I had like 50 units or something. That's all. I had gotten my portfolio down to about 50 units. At one point I had like 250 units in my portfolio, and I got it down to about 50. Like when the market crashed way back in 2007 and 8, like I lost like $1 million. And I really didn't think. I've been doing real estate for about 30 years now, 2007. So I've been doing real estate for about 17. Yeah, so about 15 years. So I looked into the Airbnb, and I realized, man, like this, like I tested it after about a week and it worked, and I was like, I think there's something here. I think this is what we're gonna do. Then I did some more, and like within 6 months, I think it was 9 months, we had like 14 listings going. Right, so that was the first 9 months. Then we had like 14 listings going, and then we just continued to grow. So, but if you look, that's the first year. All we did was $46,000 the first year. But for me, I already had my real estate, right? Now, the second year though was a little bit better. The second year, we did about 145,000. How's that look?
Yeah, it looks great.
That looks great. So when you say how long did it take to blow up, like I don't know if you consider that blowing up, because like $144,000 is like I do more than that in a month now. So, but when you look at and actually, well, in some cases I do more than that in a day, right? But when you look at that, like for me, that was big too. Not big meaning it was a ton of money, but it was big because it was like, okay, we got something here. Like we got something that we can do something with this. Like we could continue to grow it, and it could support but this is what it did for me. What it did for me was I was able to begin considering releasing the traditional real estate pieces where I had to deal with the tenants and the headache that came with all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Did that answer your question? Like this first year, 46,000. The second year, 145. Did that answer?
Yeah, that answered my question.
That's right.
Well, listen, let me tell you though, like when I look at that, the 144, I think that only is, how many new listings do we have? I think we had like, I think we had gotten up to about 40 listings, I think 30 or 40 listings. So it wasn't like we had 100 listings. You know, we only had like 30 listings, I think 30 some odd listings at that time, 30, 40 of them. So, and like let me ask you, Antoine, not Antoine, Jaden, how long do you think it would take you to get 30 listings? How long do you think it would take you to get 10?
I would say like for about 10. Honestly, not sure. Maybe about, it depends. Maybe I'll say 6 months the minimum.
Yeah.
6 to 9 months.
6 months minimum. Well, Antoine was just on talking to us. I don't know if you heard him in the beginning, but he's getting ready to he'll be on his 9th listing, and he's only been with us 3 months. Okay. He's just hitting 3 months. So, and then you got Earl, who's also been in the academy for a bit. When he first started, it took him 6 months to get up to about 30 listings.
But coach, I didn't have to make any mistakes because you showed me everything.
Didn't have to make no mistakes. Just follow the simple steps. No guessing. So you're right. So Jaden, so you're right about that. Like traditionally, and even that, like at minimum, like 9 months, 6 to 9 months at minimum, because many times people don't understand how to make it happen, and they're doing things in a complicated way. In many cases, they're going out and buying a bunch of properties. In some cases, they're going out and they don't know how to multiply their listings. They don't know how to do alliances. They don't know how to do single rooms versus whole houses. And so that really just mushrooms everything when you do it properly. Does that make, well, I won't say if that makes sense, because you really, like, I'll be getting into that during the training, but I want you to understand that that's how it moves so quickly, because it's not like based on your traditional, the traditional models.